Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Ramli, English 11026.
My name is Muhammad Ramli, English 11032.
We have given a task to put a program with using a C program. We have used force vector to put a program to our program.
Now we are going to share with you our coding program process to make the program.
Okay, first of all, before we start the program, we will show you the flowchart of our program. First, you have to insert the number either 1, 2 or 3. Otherwise, you will insert the false number and the output will out. For statement 1, it will show you the add of for the add of vector. Statement 2 for position of the vector, and the statement 3 for moment of the vector. Okay, now we will see the program.
Okay, now I will explain about the how did we do the C coding program in code block. First, this is an optional command which we write our matrix number, and first for the program we put the hashtag include studio.h and stdio.h and mat.h. These are the libraries that we will use along the program. So then we make the functions that we will use in our program later on. Then to make it simpler, we use all of them as double type. So these are the name of our functions, and the declaration of the function, the function formula, and the return f, r, and f2. Now we will move on to the main function. Here we describe as int main function, and as usual we will declare the data types that we will use, and we only use integer and double data types, and we also put the initialized number in the data type declaration. And then we want our program to print our program name, the vector force based program. So we put the printf function here, and /t to /tab and /n to the new line. As you can see here in our program, will be printed like this, vector force based program. And for the below, we make a while loop, we will discuss later. And here we print f select calculation type. So the user will choose 3 options here. For first, additional of Cartesian vectors, second, position of force vectors, and third, moment of force vector formulation. As I can brief here, we will find the summation of 2 Cartesian vectors or points, and we also give the result of the direction vector for the calculation. And the second one, position and force vector, will include the position vector and point vector. Here we will use the dot product as we declared here in the function, dot product function. So, and for the third one, the moment of a force will involve with cross product, and the calculation we will show later. So then we prompt the user to make their choice, scanf statement for the choice that they make. To prompt the user to make choice, actually there are several ways to make it. For example, we have switch statement, if statement, if else statement and else if statement. And for our program, we use else if statement. For the first choice, addition of Cartesian vector, if the user insert the value of 1, so we will print the calculation for the addition of Cartesian vectors, and you can see we put 1, so we print the addition of Cartesian vector is our the choice name, and we will ask how many force vector do they have. By using scanf, this will prompt the user to enter how many force they have. So because we declare here n is an integer number, so we use percentage %t representing integer, and we can see in the programs, so if the user have 2 force vector in this question, so by using for loop, we initialize n equal to 1, and n for the limitation is less or equal to n, so n is the number of equation the user have, and n plus plus for the increment, where for every looping the number of n will increase by 1. So this is the function in the for looping. And first it will be asked here f1 %d. %d is for n, so it print here 1, and here the input is from the scanf function, so we put the first fi function equal to 3, so it will ask for the second one fj, let's say it is 4, and the third one for the fk 1, and then after finish looping we will return for second loop. So now n is equal to 2, that's why it is printed here by 2. And for every loop, the value of fx will be increased, will be added by the previous number. The fx plus equal to f1 here is equal to something like fx is equal to fx, the previous fx plus to fi, and that is how we do the summation of the numbers. So for the first one, the initial value of fx is 0, as we declared in the here. Fx is equal to 0, fj, fy, and fz is equal to 0. Same goes to m when we use the third equation later on. So that is how the looping do. So for the second function, we go like this. So after finish for those two functions, it will proceed to print the function vector, and now we're calculating the magnitude of the function. So here we use the function we declared earlier. If you remember the double magnitude fd, so we call the magnitude f function here, and we only have to print and use here. Then when finish fr here printed, and we are going to find the direction of the force. So in order to find the direction, we have to find the unit vector for the force vector. So the unit vector formulas are here, and by calculating all of this, we print out all the the unit vector in the vector form like here, and then we can calculate all the direction vectors here and will be printed down here. And that is all for first selection, first choice, which is addition of correlation vectors. So after that will be printed, press any key to continue and 0 to terminate. Actually this press any key to continue and 0 to terminate is we print after the if else statement, all of them finish, and we press any key to continue here. And this is related to the while loop at first. So the advantage that we are using this while loop, because we the user do not need to rerun the program to calculate other choice. So here they can put any value to continue calculating. Here we can see we ask the first selection again, so they can use other selection. So let's move to the second one, the position and force vector. For the second selection as it is second, so it is else and if. As if, so the statement is 2, so printf, as usual we print the title of the selection, and same as before, we prompt the user to enter how many equation do they have. But the difference here is the calculation involve not only the force vector but the position vector also, so it will be more complex. So here for the first one is just same like the first. So and enter the for loop, and after all the for loop solve, as you can see here, let's say we have now 3 vectors, so it will ask 3 times. So but for now for the first one, f1 equal to 4, let's say 2 and 3, and enter the value of the force vector for second vector, so 2, 7 or 4, and for the third one same as that. And after that, as we have position vector in this calculation, so we ask the user to enter the vector of the position vector. So let's enter randomly, so then the result will be printed out. This is simple, no loop here, just prompt the user to enter their values, and by using the functions declared earlier, this is the second one, magnitude r. As you can see, the double magnitude r, the function is here, so we call in the second function, and it will be calculated here, and we prompt it to print the result from the r function. So we are using double, so it is percentage f, and the point 4 here is for the number of point of decimal place for the number. As you can see here, there are only 4 decimal place. If you do not put it, so it will printed altogether 6 points. And after that, as you we will find again the unit vector and printed out here, and we are using those to find the dot product, the value of the force vector here. So dot product is involved in the function of dot product, we have to do dot product for summation of force and the unit vector of the position vector, and we call it here. And after finish calculating, we will print the result as simple as that.
For statement 3, we use else if. Else if is a moment of a force or vector formulation. First, we insert the value of force vector that we have, and this is where it will form the calculation. For n equal to 1, is the initial value, and this is for limit, and this is for the increment. At this, we will do the calculation. This is a force vector, and this is for the position vector. For this, the initial value of m1, m2, mj, and mk is 0 as we set at the initial program. After it done do the looping for the first vector, the final result of m1, mj, and mk will insert into this formula to calculate the magnitude of the resultant moment. I will show you the program. This is our program. Set 3 for moment of a force vector. Let's say it have two force vector. Okay, and this is force vector 1 for the vector 1. Insert any number. And this is the position vector 1. This is for the vector 2. And lastly for the position vector 2. Okay, as shown below, it is the resultant moment about point O, and this is the magnitude of the resultant moment about point O. This is resultant moment vector, and this is the magnitude of the resultant moment. Okay, for this, press any key to continue or 0 to terminate. Let's say we insert any number, it will continue with other choice. Let's say 1 or whatever. What do you have? It is for let's say we insert 0 for this, and it will finish. For this, else is a false number you have insert at the beginning of the program. I will show you. It has 3 selection, 1, 2, or 3. Let's say you enter the number of 4. It will show sorry you just exit the program, please try again. And this is press any key to continue. You can insert any numbers to continue it, or otherwise you 0 or finish the program. That's all. Thank you.